Closer. Come on, push in, push in. Now, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight to celebrate the launch of the new HTC One M9. It's a big night for us. This is going to be a big resurgence of HTC in 2015. Your time is valuable and I really appreciate everyone making it this evening. For the media, I want to thank you year after year. You stay engaged in our business and you're continually asking the right questions and keeping us on our toes, but your support is wonderful. To our customers, we've got a great networking opportunity for anyone in the industry tonight. We've got customers from telco, retail, all the way across the market this evening, so if you're looking to network, no problems. But seriously, I'd like to thank everyone for their support. We had a massive effort to get the M9 into market, and we continue to get your support to be able to support HTC, so thank you very much. And to my team, I think I described you as a small but powerful unit last year. You cover an extraordinary amount of ground, and you do it with intensity, and under pressure you continue to deliver, and I want to thank you very much. And to our extended partners, the same. A lot of work's gone into bringing this event together tonight. The spirit of innovation is still incredibly strong at HTC. 2 weeks ago at Barcelona, we announced partnerships with Under Armour, and we also announced a partnership with a virtual reality provider called Valve. And whilst these 2 announcements to a large extent sort of stole the show in Mobile World Congress, the #1 objective for our business is still to deliver the world's best smartphones. And with the M9, I think what we're delivering is refinement in so many of the areas that HTC has led the market in, and a hell of a lot more. And tonight, I'm delighted to have Darren Singh, who is now promoted to the Global Head of Product Marketing. Every year he comes down and supports us, and Darren's going to take you through more information on that. So if you wouldn't mind welcoming Darren. He's flown in from Singapore, and thank you very much, mate.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. Really good to see all of you. Always excited to be here in Sydney and Australia. We've got some incredible stuff to show you, and Ben's talked a little bit about the M9 and all of these new categories we are about to enter into. It's a very exciting time for HTC, so let's get started. But I thought that perhaps I might give this a little bit of a different speed, because it's been 2 weeks since MWC, you probably hear a little bit already. So let me tell you an intimate story. At HTC, each of us consider ourselves craftsmen. We are crafting a product, and just like craftsmen, we refined it over the years, getting better and better. And the HTC One M9 last year was perhaps the most beautiful phone in the world. So as we thought about what we were going to do for the M9, we decided to look to the luxury industry for inspiration. And what we discovered was luxury craftsmanship. It's not just about making beautiful objects, but about mastery over materials and methods. It is taking something that's really common, making something ordinary into something extraordinary. That's what it's all about. Think about it for a little bit. If you look at timber, it's not quite the most exciting material, but if you carved it, you finished it, you add that little artistic touch, you make it beautiful. Metal is perhaps one of the most ugliest things that you can find and pull out from earth. It's dull, it's gray, and it's irregular shape. But if you finish it, it becomes a work of art. And similarly, a diamond. If you pull it out from the ground, it looks like a piece of rock, sugar, dull. But when you apply that Tiffany cut, man, people will rush for it. So that's what it's all about. And I'm pleased to introduce to you the brand new HTC One M9, the most luxurious smartphone experience that we have ever made. Starting with the first in the world dual tone metal unibody that is so sophisticated. We applied a brush finish to the back, this fine hairline brush that gives it exquisite details that's equal to the luxury watches that you can find. And of course, the scratch resistant finish on the body, it has enduring beauty. And finally, of course, to cap it off, we put a sapphire crystal lens over the camera for that everlasting beauty. So that your shots will always turn out great, your memories will always look pristine. Every single piece of the HTC One M9 is a masterpiece. Each one of them is hand polished and hand finished by a master craftsman. From this block of aluminum, only 5% survives the entire crafting process, from the forging to the cutting to the repolishing. Just 5%, can you imagine? Of course, we recycle the rest of the 95% to create the next HTC One M9. It takes twice as long to build the HTC One M9, over 300 minutes, which is as much as it takes to build some phones completely. But of course, it is a smartphone, so it has to have some technology. And one of the incredible things that we were able to do is to cram in much more network performance into the HTC One M9. And it supports 3 times as many LTE bands as compared to the M8. And with all of the latest and greatest that you expect from 4G, and in some regions, even the Category 9 standard. Over 1.5 million hours spent testing these devices. So you're probably wondering where all the leaks are coming from. We had quite a few of these devices out in the open. The One M9 comes in 3 great colors. The elegant gold with silver. The timeless gunmetal gray, which you are familiar with. But for the gunmetal gray, we didn't just say, oh, you know, let's just apply the same thing as we've done with the silver. What we did was to look at the soul and the character of the color and the metal. And so we decided that instead of brushing the side as we have done with the gold, we decided to give it a satin mirror polish to bring out those extra details. If you look at the gold, gold is very extravagant and rich. So you could refine it with this hairline polish, but you also want to give it a little bit of glitter. So we added the satin mirror polish on the side to really bring out the character of the gold. It's just incredible to look at. But of course, it is more than just looks on the HTC One M9, because it is all about a luxurious experience. So, one part of luxury is a bespoke experience. Introducing Themes. With Themes, you can personalize your phone in any way you want it. Take a picture with a camera or pull one out from your gallery. Themes looks at the picture and decides what's the best color for it, and then apply it throughout the phone. You can change fonts, the look and feel, the icon, the manual, the title bars, just about anything. And if you wanted a designer theme, well, you can download it from our theme store. You have access to hundreds of themes with high production value. You find one that you certainly like, that will suit your personality. And later on this year, we are working with some of the most popular brands out there to bring fun themes to fans all over the world. But of course, personalization happens on the smartphone not by chance, because the smartphone is incredibly smart. It knows exactly where you are. So why not deliver applications that matter to you most in the place that you're in? For example, when you're home, you might download a recipe from Big Oven or watch Netflix. When you are at work, you might require productivity applications. When you're out and about, you might require maps or navigation or location-based applications. And so we deliver them according to where you are. If you were at a hub, for example, we might decide that you may need a schedule. And so we'll deliver that right up to you on your home screen. Luxury is also about a rich multimedia experience. And HTC is really the gold standard in audio. One of the areas that we focus on is stereo sound. Now the industry has been quite lacking in this area. But stereo sound is everywhere. You find them in front of you, on your computers, at your home, in your stereo, on your TV. You buy headsets, comes with 2 booms. I doubt you'll find in the shops anything with just 1 boom, right? And I think that's because God gave us 2 years. Which is why in 2013, we created the HTC One M9 with boom sound, dual front-facing speaker, the most powerful sound on the planet. And this year, we're adding Dolby Audio Surround for the pristine and immersive cinematic experience. There are already thousands of movies that have Dolby encoding in them. And boom sound with Dolby Audio Surround works incredibly well, delivering that rich cinematic experience. It is like a match made in heaven, because you wouldn't have surround sound with just mono speakers. It requires 2 speakers, and only HTC can deliver this experience. With so much music that you're keeping on your phone, or you're streaming through Spotify or Diesel, as well as Pandora, you can enjoy the music right at home. And we're making it incredibly easy via HTC Connect. With just 3-finger swipe on your music application, you can send your music easily to the most popular consumer audio brands like Harman Kardon, JBL, Panasonic, and so on. And now that we have done and created this best multimedia experience, we want to help you create your best memories. Some of our best memories come in the form of selfies. But let's face it, when you take selfies outdoors, where there's lots of light, it's really hard to go wrong. There's just so much light anyway. It's a different story when you move indoors like this. What you get, and you can Google like dark selfies or selfies taken at night. What do you see? It's exactly this. It's blurry, it's grainy, or sometimes it's just too dark to see anything. And so as we thought about what we were going to do, we found a perfect solution. HTC One M9. We had this great ultra pixel camera that sucks in so much light that it's become one of the most best performing cameras on smartphones. The ultra pixel camera will now move to the HTC One M9 on the front. So you get 2 hero cameras in one device, and the results are incredible. Not only are pictures more natural and brighter, but they're also bigger as well. So if you want to zoom and crop, you can do that. They're also sharper because we increase the shutter speed. Maybe I should use this mic. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's all get that. All right, okay. So beyond selfies, of course, we use the rear of the camera, and over 1 trillion photos will be taken this year. And so we've upgraded the camera on the HTC One M9 to feature a full 20 megapixel capability with great low light performance and a great dynamic sensing engine that brings out the highlights in areas where you just can't see it when it's too dark, or in areas where it's super bright, we tone it down so you get a balanced shot that is perfect in every way. The reason why we take so many photos is that it's a form of social currency and we all like to post them, so we're hoping somebody will like them. Which gives rise to a number of these applications like Instagram. It's taken off in a huge way because you are focused on that special, unique look. Well, we thought, there's something going here. Why not bring it all onto the phone so you never have to download another application to do that? With Photo Editor, you get really cool effects like double exposure, with shapes, prismatic effects, thousands of combinations that you can combine together to create that magical signature look. And you can even share it with your friends and family. And to keep your camera updated, we're rolling out a camera store so that the HTC One M9 can always have the latest and greatest in camera technology. But it is not just about photos, it isn't, because this is a luxurious phone. It shouldn't just be about hardware. And one element of luxury is the comfort that all of the photos that's taken of you, whether it's taken by yourself or by your friends and family, is in one place. And so we've done that, introducing One Gallery, a virtual album where we suck in all the photos in your universe from Facebook, later on Instagram, on Google Drive, Google+, Flickr, Dropbox, and combine them into thumbnails on your phone so that you can always find what you're looking for. Even if the photos were tagged and taken by your friends, you can find them. And of course, we organize them by faces, places, events, and time so that you're always ready for the show. And of course, a luxurious phone like the HTC One M9 deserves the best protection. Therefore, we are introducing the brand Dot View 2 cover that provides a clear back for you to show off your HTC One M9. And of course, it comes with all of the things that you expect from the original Dot View, being able to see all your notifications, pick up calls in this retro style dot matrix look that our users have come to love. Dot View 2 comes with great colors and an upgraded set of features that allows you to control your torchlight, the music application, all without opening the cover. And there is massive storage on the M9. We will support up to 2 terabytes if you can get an SD card of that size, which means you are protected for the future. And if you want to migrate easily from another Android phone, you can do that as well. And of course, needless to say, we are shipping the latest and greatest in Google Android Lollipop out of the box with support for 64-bit native applications that come with the HTC One M9. The HTC One M9, it's available soon, on the 24th of March. And we can't wait to get it to the hands of our users. You can get them all the most popular Australian partners that we work with. And so, there is the HTC One M9, the most luxurious smartphone experience that we have ever built. And we've created a little video to introduce the HTC One M9, and I would like to play that for you. From our friend, Robert Downey Jr. But this time, we decided that we were not going to use his face. And you know why he said do this? He said, wow, you're paying me lots of money and you don't want to use my face. Oh, that's fine, okay. Create something genuine. That's what we told him. And I think we've really succeeded.
It's funny how life just happens. It unfolds. You know, they say if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. But there must be one. A plan. The reason we're all here. Although everyone seems so different, until you know them a little. Even just for a minute, a second, a flash. Because we're closer than we think. It's just us, in this world, on this planet, intensely quiet, yet brilliant. Seems like we forget, and we're gently reminded we're all the same. Maybe that's the plan, and the reason, to remember that deeper connection, and more shall be revealed. Because we're all one. We're all one.
To understand, really emotional, but there is a sense of connection because HTC is moving. The HTC One M9 represents the journey for being craftsmen. And now as we are moving towards new categories and more devices, we really consider ourselves being the architects of human connectivity. And at Barcelona this year, we introduced a variety of products that will help connect people much better. I want to talk to you about the next HTC. The HTC in which you may not be familiar with. Well, we started as manufacturers, building phones for others, right? The Windows smartphone for O2 and a variety of other brands as well. We entered our second life when we started building phones for ourselves. And some of them were incredibly successful, like the HTC One M7 and M8. Well, today we have reached our third life. We started introducing connected products in the area of imaging in October in New York last year. With the Re-camera, we redefined the way you take pictures, where we allow you to focus on the moment, yet be able to capture the memory. It's really easy to use. You pick it up, it switches on automatically, and off you go. You're just taking pictures and videos, all without taking your eyes and your soul off the scene in front of you. And it works incredibly well. In some of the countries that we're selling it, the Re-camera has replaced GoPro as the #1 action camera. But we're not finished. 3 weeks ago, we announced some wearables for that active, connected life. Introducing the HTC Grip. Working in partnership with Under Armour, we are producing not a fitness band, but a performance band that's geared towards people who desire to be better. To better themselves is truly athletic performance that we are aiming for. It's not a simple wearable where you hope to lose weight or to get fit sitting on the couch or walking around. I mean, not slagging on people who use those products, but they are great products. We are not in that space. We are in that space where you have a desire to perform, to get better. That's the space we are in, the pro space. For that to happen, we built in GPS, we built in a variety of sensors to track specific sports movements. Running is going to be different from cycling, from gym work, from weights. And we are extracting the data to allow you to track the performance from those specific activities. But the secret sauce is the Re-Grip is the first device in the world to directly connect to the Under Armour record website. When you upload data, it's interactive. You get not just basic health information, you really get performance tips, injury prevention, nutrition, coaching, all the things that you expect. And you can even create your own groups to challenge people on the Under Armour Record website. And they're egging you on, they're providing you tips, you're receiving some of the best advice from the coaches in UA Record. And of course, the regrip is water and dust proof. And we have created a little video that I would just like to play for you. And so that is the HTC regrip. I've been using it for a couple of months, and I have to say, it is just incredible. When you are working out in a variety of ways, it gives you accurate information and helps you really get better. But finally, of course, we are here to talk about perhaps the most exciting product that HTC is developing. The area is virtual reality. And why is this important? Well, we think that this represents the future of computing and entertainment. And so, for this VR space, we decided that we were going to work with the biggest and the best company in the gaming platform world called Valve. Valve has 130 million active users with 8 million concurrent connections every second. And they consume the 6th largest data in the world. But they're quite small. 6th largest, not that big. Well, it is. They are incredibly powerful and they have a strong following that is unlike anything that we have seen in the gaming industry. And our goal was to create, number one, the most immersive, that's the most important, the most immersive and premium virtual reality experience. We are really stepping up in the area of unbelievable immersion through a brand new feature that we call full room scale. Now, to give you a VR 101, traditional VR systems, you either sit or you stand stationary and you rotate your head around the objects to take a look. And this is what traditional systems do. We, on the other hand, allow you to stand up, walk around, interact with objects. This is unlike anything that the world has ever seen. Calling this the HTC Vive. The HTC Vive will be first released as a developer edition for all of the content and gaming partners that we will work with. It features everything that we talked about, this beyond the peripheral vision look. The ability to track your movements around the room. And best of all, high resolution audio and visual capabilities that doesn't make you get sick. But it's not just about a fit. It will come with 2 hand controllers that allow you to simulate exactly the faculties that you have. So you can walk, you can touch, you can paint, you can pick up things. You are really immersed in a world of virtual reality that's truly unbelievable. And of course, with HTC award-winning design team, I think we're going to be able to take this world by storm. But of course, it is more than just the hardware. We're working with some of the best content partners in the world, including HBO, Lionsgate, and some of the biggest gaming companies. Valve, for example, is responsible for Half-Life and Portal. These are incredible games that gamers love. But of course, it is beyond gaming. And the limit is our imagination. You can imagine being in exotic places, in education. If you are a doctor trying to have deep learning in surgery, this would be the perfect tool. Health and fitness. How about shopping? We like that a lot. So we think that we are off to a great start, and with a little video that we've created that I'd like to just talk through.
There were once places beyond reach.
Of course, that's easy to understand, right? Being in somewhere else. But just imagine incredible environments.
Unseen.
Beyond the physical limit of planets.
They called to us.
Just imagine performing in a simulated stage. I'm practicing VR here. I could do this. Be immersed in games.
A world within
VR
ours.
worlds are like anything that you ever seen. Pull apart microcells as you are learning. This is being part of the concert that you wish you attended but never had the chance to.
Welcome to a new reality.
There are tons of YouTube videos and reviews on the web. I encourage you to take a look at it. And you get the sense of the excitement of the industry and the people who had the chance to test this system. The HTC Vive Developer Edition will be shipping this spring. It's already in the hands of some of the more important content partners that we're working with, and the consumer version will be made available before the year is out. And so, 2015 is turning out to be an incredible year for HTC. And I want to thank you for taking the time to come out and listen to us and supporting us. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks, Darren. I'm working for HTC and I find some of this stuff absolutely mind-blowing. And when you start to think about the virtual reality stuff, your mind will just keep on going new planes. And I want to get back to some reality now, which is we've got an HTC One M9, which is, we've got some demonstrations out the back there, and I'd like you to have a look at that. And also some practical elements. We will have tomorrow morning available for pre-sale through all of our major partners in Australia, the HTC One M9, and get out and promote that, and also it'll be available at an RRP of 1099. Each of the carriers will come out with their own pricing independently. As far as the New Zealand market goes, thanks for those who travel here from New Zealand, by the way. The New Zealand launch date is the 7th of April. Stand by for the pricing on that. Again, I want to thank everyone. Enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you again, Darren. And Darren and I will be circulating for questions during the evening. Thank you.